Well, ain't this the gift that just keeps on giving? Ladies and gents, welcome back. Justin Trudeau having a hard time with the peaceful transition of power that's happening down south of us in the United States of America, going from Joe Biden, relatively friendly, to Trudeau, not to the American people or the Canadian people, president, to the new president-elect Donald Trump. And we've been seeing a lot of the memes online, and let's get into what's happening down south. Here's some words from Donald J. Trump himself.
People of Canada, the Great White North, as they call it, except it's not so great anymore, is it? I call it the Great Sad North because
the Great Sad North. A great one here from Danny on Twitter. Let's get into what actually got posted here. So Donald Trump posted this yesterday on Truth Social. Of course, this oh, Canada. Of course, a AI image of Donald Trump standing on a mountain with a Canadian flag looking into Canada as it would appear. Nothing else said on it, but what a troll. Now, just the other day we got news of what was discussed when Trudeau flew down unannounced. It wasn't a planned or scheduled visit. Right after Trump made his threats of a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico if they don't clean up their act when it comes to the border and the opioid crisis that's happening. This was what leaked as part of the discussion during the visit.
We are told that when Trudeau told President-elect Trump that new tariffs would kill the Canadian economy, Trump joked to him that if Canada can't survive without ripping off the U.S. to the tune of $100 billion a year, then maybe Canada should become the 51st state and Trudeau could become its governor.
Now, that's funny. It's funny. It's a joke, obviously, but this joke has gone viral, and so many people are losing their heads over it, and other people are just having a laugh. Much like Sky News Australia, which took to this story while everybody was sleeping.
Trump released an AI image of him standing on a mountaintop looking over at the country with a Canadian flag flying next to him. Online commentators were in hysterics over the image, with this person saying, "Well played, Mr. President, well played. Donald is trolling Trudeau and I love it."
And we all love it. Hey, wait a second. Do we know that guy? That's Marty up north making Australian news with his comment. That's amazing. If you don't know who Marty up north is, you haven't been around the channel that long, and that's no problem. There's been so many newcomers to the channel. Make sure that you've subscribed and you've hit that notification bell. We're actually going to be going live tonight. Every Wednesday we do a recording for our podcast that goes out on Thursday mornings. We've started to do this a live event where there's a question and answer at the end of our hour-long discussion. So join in, because that live Q&A will only be live when it's live. Cut down the video and post it as we normally do on Thursday. So tune in, make sure you're subscribed to the channel for that. But let's get to some of the responses of this. Chris Pavlovsky, who's the CEO of Rumble, says Canada needs to immediately improve relations with the USA, and our incompetent, weak leadership is only making things worse. Justin Trudeau should have left Mar-a-Lago with a positive outcome. Instead, he has literally become the joke. He is the joke. He's the butt of the joke of all of this. And this is the reality of the situation. Now, I posted this on the communities tab here on YouTube. If you're not familiar with the communities tab, this is a channel page. Most channels out there will have a communities tab where it's basically like a Twitter feed. You can go check it out and leave comments on posts like this one. I said Donald Trump is trolling Justin Trudeau on Truth Social with a screen grab. And here's some of the commentary from that. Looking forward to seeing Canada liberated from the yoke of Marxism. Absolutely. Lamau, this is a great photo. Let's see what Pierre can do for Canada. Trudeau is a weak goof. We need to get him out ASAP. Pretty sad that Trump cares more about Canada than Trudeau. I can't wait to vote his ass out. Pierre and Trump will work together for both countries. God bless Trump and Pierre, Poilievre. glimmer of hope for Canada. We thank you for voting for Trump America. We need help. And last one here is, I think Donald Trump and Pierre Poilievre will get along famously. Well, we need to make sure that this is something that happens sooner than later, obviously, with polling data showing that, well, it looks like that's the direction that it's going to go as soon as we're finally afforded an election here in Canada, which we know is being held hostage by one man, essentially at the end of the day, Jagmeet Singh, who's waiting for his pension. We all know that. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you agree with me on that. If you disagree with me, leave a comment telling me that you disagree. Let's get into this. Justin Trudeau posting on X saying, today the Deputy Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of Public Safety, and I briefed the opposition leaders on my meeting with President Trump and the Canada-US partnership. In this, it's in the interest of every Canadian worker and business that we take a Team Canada approach to this. Wow. Justin Trudeau is telling the opposition parties that we need to take a Team Canada approach. I replied to this saying, take one for the team. Resign. That would be a great step in the right direction to get rid of Justin Trudeau. We all know that things will get better as soon as that guy is gone. And we're just waiting for the opportunity for a transition team here in Canada. Now, Pierre Poilievre pointed out that he wasn't invited to such a thing when he was asked by reporters.
If invited, would you be willing to go to Mar-a-Lago before the next election to discuss these issues with Donald Trump?
I have not been invited to that, so thank you very much.
Not been invited, so I put this out on Twitter this morning. This could help with the peaceful transition of power. Real Donald Trump, would you invite Pierre Poilievre to dinner? I'll leave a link in the description down below. Go share this one out. Share this one out. Hopefully get the attention of Donald Trump. Maybe we can get a dinner meeting between Pierre Poilievre and Donald Trump to talk about real relations between Canada and US moving forward. Of course, Chrystia Freeland says that it was the right choice for her not to attend the Mar-a-Lago dinner with Trump. Mark Nixon posting this saying, Trump despises Chrystia Freeland. It would have been an even worse disaster if she actually went. I'm glad she came to her senses for once. No, I actually disagree with that. I wish she would have went because it could have been even funnier. Canada is the laughingstock of the world at this moment with the leadership that we have. We need to let the Canadian people realize that that this is a laughingstock. It is just a complete joke, and nobody can take this country seriously as long as we have leadership like that in our country. Now, Table Salt pointing out that Mexican President Sheinbaum lashed out at Canada in a Spanish language interview. So quoted here is, Mexico must be respected. Canada is the one with the bad stuff consumption among its citizens due to legal bad stuff access, which is all because of Justin Trudeau and his cohorts here in British Columbia, of course, with the NDP leader, David Eby, going along with everything that Trudeau wanted. We've picked fights with literally everyone, Table Salt is pointing out in this post. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on this, because it is just, I mean, it's funny, and I'm embracing the funny, but the funny needs to lead to some real action. The real action needs to be Trudeau getting the heck out of here. At the end of the day, we need to get rid of that guy so Canada can move on. Trudeau is not quite ready to move on from his career, but Canada is definitely ready to move on. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you tonight in the live stream with the live Q&A. If you don't catch that, well, you can catch it without the Q&A tomorrow morning with Marty up north. We'll see you then. Keep on trucking.